Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. Join us now are Tracy Jepson with Luxe Wellness, Al Bonner with Topeka Youth Project, and heavyweight contender, Topeka's pride, Ironman, John Cantrell. Did I get that right?
Nailed it.
Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, you've got a Game of Thrones list of awards, John. You got a fight coming up, Westridge Fight Night coming up on Saturday now.
Man, we're there. We're in short time, and man, it's right around the corner.
So you've started kind of mentally preparing for the fights.
Yes, sir.
We've talked about that, but that's mental. What about physical preparation now?
So we've started to slow everything down. Tracy's taking really good care of me at Luxe Wellness Studio. You know, they've been a long-time sponsor of mine. I go in and do the ice baths, the contrast therapy. It reduces swelling. It allows me, you know, to push harder in my training. Makes my healing much more rapid. There's a tremendous amount of health benefits. But Tracy, I can let you talk about that more.
Yes, please talk about some of the wonderful services you have at Luxe that people can get into.
Yeah, and you don't just have to be a boxer to get the benefits, but yes, the reducing inflammation in your body, the stress relief, the improved sleeping. Sleeping's got to be a core part of your recovery process as well. But it really does just help boost the immune system. So as hard as he is working out and breaking down every part of his body, getting ready for this fight, the cold plunges are really going to help reduce or increase recovery time for his muscles and getting back into being able to train the next day.
It's so cool. We talked about the cold plunges before, where like the water can be regulated a little bit, and it's
we do have different levels of temperature. So we kind of have a starter one that's at about 55 degrees, and then we go down to 41 degrees in a couple of ours, and then sometimes John will jump in at 32. We can set it to a lower temperature, but I think people get really stuck on cold water, and they think that it sounds scary. But really, once you are in and after you've been heated in the infrared sauna that's really heating your core temperature, it really doesn't feel that cold, and it really does increase breathing and calmness.
Blood flow, everything. It's so good.
It's going to improve your circulation.
Amen.
It's not as scary as people think, and they can kind of start in some of the warmer temperature waters before they move down to the colder ones.
Or they just dive right into the coldest temperature.
Hey, you know, if you're going to, you might as well.
Right. Call Tracy. She says, what temperature do you want? Just say miserable.
John Cantrell special.
Yeah, give me the Cantrell. Throw me in there, coach.
And we do have a couple of guests that will go at the 32 degrees, 35 degrees. So.
Ooh, John, I don't know how you do it. And John, let me talk about, you were saying earlier, kind of a couple like something in their neck you was kind of dealing with?
Yeah, so I had pinched a nerve in my neck, and I had a couple bulging discs, and I needed to get something figured out quick. And the ability to get in there and have that to reduce inflammation, to get blood into that area and get healing into that area helped tremendously.
Fantastic.
Right.
And it can take just a couple of sessions to get something like that. We've got several people that have said that they no longer have to have surgery because of reduced inflammation around knees, that kind of thing. So it can really prolong doctor's visits as well as if you have something that's chronic.
That's great. And Tracy, I want to ask you, with the holiday season coming up here, you kind of mentioned, this isn't just for boxers.
It's not just for boxers.
Yeah, like any kind of deals coming up for people that want to try Luxe out.
Yes. So right now we have our unlimited sessions for 10 days. $49. It's a great way to get an intro to understand what it seems like for consecutive days use. And then we have our Black Friday specials coming up. So joining as a member, no payment until January. And then gift cards, of course, because gift cards are great for the holidays. Buy a $100 gift card, get a free $25 added to it.
Wonderful. So. You mentioned helping get a lot of sleep. That's what I need right now.
I know what I'm getting sleep. I know what I'm getting
It's great for good parents.
Yes, exactly. And I also want to ask about just supporting John, supporting Westridge Fight Night, supporting Topeka Youth Project. What's that mean for you guys and Luxe Wellness? Yeah,
I mean, we want to be a part of the community. We jumped into the mall when it got purchased by the new owners, and so we want to see foot traffic out there. We want to see people enjoying a space that, is transitioning into something new. Instead of talking about what it used to be and how it, used to exist in a different way, we have an opportunity as a city to really bring something different in. And so John's Fight's there, and all at the mall is putting charities and the Topeka Youth Project. In fact, Al's here, and we would love Al to join us at the fight night too, and sit with us at our table to be able to support John for his win.
That's fantastic. Better than general admission.
Better than general admission. We'd love to have you sitting front row with us. So.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
And of course, Al, I just want to real quick just talk about the Topeka Youth Project a little bit for our viewers that maybe missed out on some of our conversations. Just what you guys are doing for the community and in the next generation for the workforce.
Well, just propelling the skill level to give, interviewing, finding a job, keeping a job. I was looking at some statistics this weekend, and there are a lot of employers that think younger, potential employees are lacking in a lot of the communication skills and just some of those critical things for, working for a company. And we want to recognize that, but also recognize the strengths that young people bring to the table, and somewhere in between there, boost their skill levels to match what employers are looking at, and keep them enthused, and give them information that they might not have considered, and as they were.
I was on their phone. That's fantastic. And it sounds like Westridge Fight Night will have you at the Luxe table if they want to learn more about the Youth Project.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Tickets.
How are tickets going before we go?
I think Damon has a few tickets left.
There's still a few tickets left, ladies
Call
and gentlemen.
Damon Reed if you want tickets, but I am completely sold out.
Okay,
I have nothing left.
John's out. Do
now,
not call John.
We are getting a few tickets back from the fighters. And like I said, I think David has a few left. If you want tickets, call him today. Otherwise, the only way you're going to be able to get tickets is at the door through the main event doors at Burlington Coat Factory at Westridge Mall Saturday night.
Yeah, and that might not be a guarantee. We might sell out those tickets in a couple of days.
I mean, come and try. You know, I'm guessing we'll probably have 75 to 80 tickets come back from the fighters. But outside of that, I think we're completely sold out, Dan.
That's a good problem to have, John. Good problem to have.
And please, let Jake Paul know we are ready. Kansas City is ready. Topeka, Kansas is ready. Wichita is ready. Come to Kansas City. Let's put on a show that the people want to see. Come and fight an actual fighter that's not 95 years old. And let's get this done, buddy.
Wonderful. Pride of the Capital right here. I love it. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. Please, everyone, join us as we head on to the road to Westridge Fight Night on November 23rd.
Let's go.